Hey everyone, Tony D. I already did a take of both my videos with little Joan, and then I let her go, and she's asleep on the couch after I disturbed her once, and I realized I left the microphone off. Now I have to do them all over again. So I'm not disturbing little Joan. She's tired. Um, but we did have a prime rib tonight. It was delicious. Little Joan ate well, so she's very sleepy. Screenwriter's Rant. Every breath you take. Already kind of a creepy title for a song. Kind of a creepy movie. What is it about? Well, it's about this woman who dies, possibly kills herself, or under mysterious circumstances. Her brother or her boyfriend, I think it's her brother. This is Casey Affleck, who plays her psychiatrist, is very upset. Very upset indeed. I think maybe the brother killed her, but long and short of it is, the brother then goes to the psychiatrist's house and meets his wife and his daughter and befriends them. And of course, he's insane. So he becomes obsessed with them. He integrates himself into the life. He seduces the daughter. He is helpful to the wife, also seduces her. Casey Affleck is kind of a beta male about the whole thing, lets it go on too long. Then he starts to get angry, starts kicking him out. The guy's sister's house is up for sale, and his wife is going to sell it. And then Casey Affleck steps in and says, no. The wife and the daughter don't understand because they're taken in by his charisma. Next thing you know, he's filing complaints against Casey Affleck, trying to destroy their lives. He seduces the wife here, and Casey Affleck starts to get madder and madder. Here he goes dancing with the daughter. Here he is talking with the wife again, and oh, then it gets sexy time. He's a psycho. He's a psycho. Some screaming under the water there. I don't know what that's about. But, in these kinds of movies, it's always sort of the same. Here's Casey at the end of the movie, I think, or towards the end. He sees him. He gets out with a crowbar, punches him, and they get into an altercation. And I think you could pretty much write this movie, right? So, first act, terrible tragedy of the sister. She dies or kills herself. Not sure which, one or the other. And Casey Affleck is her doctor. The brother's very upset. Casey tries to do the professional thing. And then he shows up at his house. The wife likes him, feels bad for him, lets him in. And, they have dinner together and they talk. And he seems like a nice guy. He's going through a rough time, so they feel bad for him. And they kind of let him in. And then it starts to escalate from there, right? He starts bumping into them. He lives nearby and talks to the daughter, helps the wife when her car breaks down. Maybe he actually sabotages it so it happens or whatever. Anyhow, he integrates himself with the family and starts to become the competition for Casey Affleck, who doesn't immediately senses something's off about him. Maybe it's inappropriate, maybe it's not, but eventually it escalates. He starts getting weirder. The wife and daughter don't see it. Casey does. Second act, it escalates and escalates and escalates till Casey's like, I don't want this guy around. And the wife and the daughter's like, okay, whatever. You're being weird. You're being paranoid. And of course, the daughter goes out to see him because she's smitten by him. And the wife apparently ends up having sex with him. That's a bit much. And then the third act is probably a culmination. He goes way too far, just destroys their lives. He goes after Casey's job, and the wife realizes she's made a horrible mistake. The daughter is in danger. I think there's a scene where the bad guy is committed. Maybe that's Casey Affleck at the end of the movie has him committed, or maybe midway through the movie and then he escapes. Who knows? The end of the movie is a confrontation between him and Casey Affleck. Maybe one of them dies, probably the bad guy, and it's it, I find it difficult to believe. I used to like these thrillers, but now I find them kind of boring because they're kind of all the same. You know, it's always like a psychotic guy who's very, very capable of doing lots of things, except seeing that he's being weird, paranoid, and delusional. So, I don't know. Maybe these I'm sure these people exist, but they're exceedingly rare. You know, they just keep going and going and going, and they're just obsessively stupid until the 90-minute mark. Well, I should say they're excessively smart until about the 80-minute mark, and then they go too far and they get stupid and they either are killed or committed or whatever. So, I mean, that all being said, it doesn't look awful if you like that kind of movie. It looks like a decently made film. Casey Affleck is an okay actor. I think he's a slightly better actor than his brother Ben. Ben, though, is a really good director. No denying that. But I think the range on Casey is slightly more, especially in this. He seems to be playing like a different kind of character, whereas Affleck seems to always be playing the leading guy. And, you know, he's got a bit of a range, but I think Casey's got a little more there, at least in this. So, would I see this movie? I don't know. No, probably not. Written by David K. Murray, directed by Vaughn Stein. Maybe if I heard it was really, really well executed. Maybe. But I find it hard to believe that the family members could be that disloyal to the husband. It's hard for me to swallow. Maybe it's because I come from a family where that, you know, is exceedingly rare. So it's just my personal opinion. It's hard for me to see that happen. A psychotic guy who's also handsome and, you know, he's got the skills to seduce the psychiatrist's wife. It seems a bit far-fetched to me. Now, again, that doesn't mean it couldn't happen, but, you know, it just adds... The whole crazy guy, I feel like it's a weak choice for a character when a guy's crazy. You know, they just kind of go with it until the movie ends. It doesn't seem to be a real plan there for these guys. They can't see beyond the movie, and that's what I kind of don't like. It'd be different if, like, I mean, it'd be a different kind of ending if Casey Affleck died in the end of the movie. I mean, that would be like, whoa, wow, the psychotic guy wins. I don't think that's going to happen, though. So, Every Breath You Take, it's out, I don't know when, but sometime this year. Low budget, probably a decent thriller if you like that kind of thing.